We probably will be. I mean, it's just practice right now, but it looks
Yeah.
like there'll be 2 splits, so we should be in the same session.
Oh, there we go. Session starting. And let me ask you, Airways, me setting my maximum brake threshold to 80 is not going to prevent me from being able to actually adequately stop in certain sections, right? Because I notice like I'm not fully braking now. You know what I mean? So interestingly enough, the Husenfeld sprint pedals that I have, it has the smart control software, Jesse.
Hmm.
And when I loaded their profile up for like GTE cars, the maximum brake threshold was set to 70. So I bumped it up to 80 at a recommendation here. But like if you stomp on the brake, the hardest you're going to get 70% of the brake.
Well, I know a lot of people will do that, especially with the GTE cars because they don't have ABS.
Yeah. So wait, Airways, are you setting 80% in iRacing software, but still able to? Where you okay. So you could still lock up the brakes no matter what. You could still lock up your brakes, or you're setting the absolute maximum. If I stomp on the brake as hard as I could, it's only going to give me 80%. Because that's what I just did. I want to make sure I did the right thing. Mitchell, okay. Airways, all right. Thank you. Yeah, because you see, when I press the brakes as hard as I can, now it's only going to go up to 80. So I'm just making sure that that's correct. We'll see how it works. A little nervous. Whoa. Went a little too hot there. Cold tires. Are you qualifying?
I'm just about to go out.
All right. Yeah, they're saying max 80, bud. Airways and Mitchell.
Yeah, which I know in the GTE cars,
Yeah.
a lot of people do that. because they are so easy to lock up.
Yeah. Dumb mistake.
So how does the pedal feels for you so far?
So far, pretty good. Oh no, I went right off. Gotcha.
How's your qualifying run going so far?
First turn on my first time lap, I went off just a little bit. So let's see how next lap is going to work. The rest of the lap is coming together really nicely. So hopefully next lap is pretty clean.
I just realized I forgot to switch over to the qualifying setup.
Oh no!
There's no way I have time to do it.
No.
I'm fully committed now.
That's it. I need to jump back into ACC, yeah. Mess up that turn. Shit. 2082. So guys, again, if you're just joining in or if you joined in recently, I basically just had to relearn Coda today. So I'm still completely green at it. I know it's the end of the race week, but I'm starting to get my bearings a little bit with this track. It's not an easy course by any means. So I am making a bunch of mistakes. I can feel it in the car. I can feel it that, you know, the car is a little unsettled, a little upset in certain turns. Maybe I'm not setting up the turns correctly. So just cut me a little bit of slack there. But overall, it's a lot better than we were just about an hour ago. So we're getting there. You're on your second lap?
Yeah, just finishing up now.
You got 7 seconds left.
Just made it.
Cool.
I got P4.
Nice. Oh, I qualified P8. How is that possible?
Yeah, they were, well, like half the field didn't qualify. It's interesting, the #1 car, he qualified with almost a 213.
Really?
So fast guy was a 205.3.
Wow. Oh, half the field didn't put a time down.
Yeah.
Good luck. Thank you. Thank you. I definitely need it. And guys, thank you so much for the tips. I accept all criticisms as well as any tips you could give me to get me around the track a little bit safer and a little bit more consistent. That braking tip, can't wait to see what it feels like this race. As I started getting my bearings straight in that qualifying session, it started feeling a lot better. So look at you, man. P4.
And the race setup too.
Yeah.
Feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, hell yeah. Don't forget to set up your
Fuel and tires.
yeah. Tip number 1, get good. So yeah, the biggest problem that I am experiencing right now is just that, you know, not familiar with this course as far as how I feel. Felt like I had to relearn it completely, which is fine. And then just I haven't been sim racing in quite a while, so but overall I'm having a blast, and that's really what counts, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Not having fun, what's the point? Awesome. Thank you so much, Yanshi. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. I look to do a lot more VR reviews as more headsets comes out. Definitely. Definitely check out my other VR reviews if you have not. Been in and out of different headsets for a long time since the beginning of VR. So I greatly appreciate you guys checking out that G2 review. Recently posted the Quest 2 review. I'll appreciate if you check that one out as well. That headset always surprises me. All right, here we go. We're about to go green.
the guy in front of me was way off the track. Well, I guess he wasn't
Yeah, I
off
saw
track,
that.
but way off line.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
Watch your left side. You're about to go 3 wide.
Easy car on your left. Still there. Clear left.
Yellow flag is still. Oh, I thought that was yellow
Oh,
flag.
the green flag.
Yeah. I wasn't looking anywhere but your bumper, you know what I mean? It looked yellow for a moment there. Where are you stopping here? Just after the 150?
Yeah, it's like
Left side.
Sorry.
no worries.
Hold your line. Clear
Yeah,
left.
like between the 150 and the 100, there's like a white hatch mark. So I break at that white hatch mark.
Oh, incident to your left. Stay left.
Yeah.
No, this is not the fixed series. It's the VRS. We jumped back and forth from the fixed to the VRS. This one here, you need to have a setup for. Well, you don't necessarily have to, but to be competitive, it's recommended.
So is that brake pedal still feeling good?
Oh, it's feeling actually awesome. Really good. Oh, 207s.
Yeah, I was gonna say I ran a 206.3, so I knew you had to be in the at least in the 207s.
I can't pronounce the name, mate.
Yeah, I bet you get up into the 206s this race.
Yeah.
You had to be closer to 206 there.
Yeah, 207.2.
Okay. Yeah, I ran a 207 flat.
I screwed up that first turn. Darn it. No off track, just had to come to almost a full stop.
Oh. Holy crap.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good. Two cars just spun in front of me. Completely separate incidents, and they both won out. So I just moved, I think, from 5th to 3rd.
Nice, man. Got a Lambo hot on my tail. And he made it around. Slower on the straights, though, oddly enough.
Yeah, so with this setup, it's way better on cornering than the fixed setup. But I think because of all the aero, it's slower on the straightaways.
No, he's slower on the straights.
Oh, he is. Oh. Maybe he's got some damage.
It didn't look like it. I think it just might be a setup because he's catching me on the turns.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the two cars in front of me are running about the same pace I am.
Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, but if they get aggressive with each other, then you'll start picking up.
Yeah, they've got a little gap between each other, though.
Gotcha.
I might actually be catching them a little bit. No, I'm not catching him. We're still running the same pace.
Okay. Airways is saying to set the map range of the wheel to 940. Whoa! I got my first off track.
But we're 6 laps in. That's pretty good.
Well, the problem is I got a slowdown penalty.
Oh.
You know, the inside of the hairpin. So I cut it too tight. I ended up jumping it a little bit. So I got to slow down there. Copy that, Airways. Ah, ruined that turn exit. Yeah, the biggest problem Airways is right now I still don't feel completely comfortable here. And that comes out in practice, you know. I'm not completely comfortable looking that far ahead yet on this course. Dude just came right across me. I went wide.
The guy you've been battling with?
Yeah, the red BMW. There's a red BMW that I was battling with, actually. He came on the inside. I went way wide, and he just came right across me. guy that was in front of you that spun out in the beginning of the race, he just kind of made it by me. So it's kind of helping me out big time to recalibrate my mind and follow what he's doing, you know?
Yeah, because he's probably just a tick quicker than you are.
Oh yeah. It's actually making me a lot smoother, just kind of trying to mimic what he's doing, where he's braking. When are you pitting in?
I've got open track, so I'm probably gonna wait a little bit. I was gaining on second place, so I know I'm running faster lap times than him, so I was thinking of trying to stay out as long as I can and try to put down some quick laps to see if I can overtake him in the pit cycle.
Poor safety rating.
Are you getting more incidents?
Oh yeah. But like stupid little mistakes. But when the guy cut in front of me, I got some points for that, so I'm up to 9. Last 40-minute race we did, the VRS, I was like at 12 or something like that. So.
I think I'm at a 3 right now. I think our last race I had 9 or 10.
Turn. Now I'm at 10. Went way too deep at the hairpin. Have a good one, Airways. Have a good one, Ron. told me that you were pitting.
Oh, I haven't pitted yet.
Oh no?
I probably need to. My crew chief is super quiet, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. I was almost out of fuel, so I had to.
Oh, well. I better pit this lap then.
I would.
Yeah, I think I'll need to reset crew chief. I'm not sure why he's not saying anything.
All right, clear on your right.
Oh, it says the leader, Coffee, is pitting.
Yep, not for long. Just one lap led.
Well, that's going to get you some iRating points, though.
Leader just went by me.
Car on your right, clear on your right.
Strategy works staying out. How you doing with your battles?
Not bad. P7 currently.
Okay. I can see P1, I'm just not making any time up on him.
What happened?
I'm just not making any time up on P1.
That guy running right into the back of me. Go.
Just miss his braking zone.
No, like he was trying to, I think, start a spin, to be honest with you. He was on a turn, he was on my tail, then he just kind of hit me. But I didn't spin, and I already have enough incident points. I don't want to get DQ'd out, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I just let him by.
I just took the weight.
It's like the last 3 turns I keep getting incident points on.
So that went pretty well overall.
Bastard.
Hey, you're finding a lot more pace. You're getting more competitive.
Yeah, at least I made it to the end and I was in the top 10. I'll take that. Definitely take that. Just worried about my safety rating, you know.
Yeah. No, I get it.
But let's see what the damage is, because I think I had like 13 or 14 by the end of that race. So I don't know. Hopefully I'm not demoted.
I doubt it. I
know.
saw a guy the other day with a 1.25.
An A license.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just has to finish it out, or else, you know, finish it out above, was it above a 2? Or else he'll get
I don't
kicked.
remember. We don't have results yet.
Let's see. For some reason, my iRacing website is like not working. It's only making me use the URL.
Radio check.
Spotter radio check.
Hold on. I'll be right back. Got to run again.
Okay.
All right. Let's be right back, guys. Anywhere. Right. I'm back.
Your
results.
Yours didn't move very much. Your safety rating didn't change too much.
It's a 2.06.
Yeah.
What did I start that race with? A 2.12?
Or 2.1, something like that.
Okay. Oh, man. Are you doing another sprint or whatever, Fanatic, or are you going to call it a day?
Yeah, I'm down for more.
Did I miss it? It's 2 o'clock, right? Or 2:15? 2:15. Okay.
2:15.
All right. So this will probably be my last one.
Okay.
There we go. And then Megan won't kill me. So yeah, YouTube had this big tax thing that just happened. IRS mandated them that even people out of the country, if they don't set up their tax information on YouTube itself, because a lot of people, what they do is they just get paid by YouTube, and then they handle their taxes after in their tax season or however they're doing their taxes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For me, I already had my tax information set up, so I was okay. But a lot of people did not, both here in the United States and outside the country. And if anyone didn't have their tax information completed, what it did was it actually made it so they would automatically start getting taxed 24%. Just straight out of the gate. No matter what their earnings is, no matter where they are in the world, 24%.
Well, I mean,
So
it's
YouTube was gonna start, reporting that or collecting that, even for people that are not of this country. They were gonna start collecting that for the IRS. So I know a lot of creators kind of freaked out about that. I know for us here in the US, it's we're kind of used to that already. We're already used to getting taxed around that. Some people even more, but um, it was just surprising how they were, just across the board. But it kind of makes sense because you can't, if you're a
yeah,
platform that's
you
paying
can't.
people,
How do you
you know,
monitor that? Because
exactly.
ultimately they become
They're probably,
responsible.
yeah, yep.
So it's similar like when a foreign investor sells a house here.
Hmm.
It's really weird. So the buyer is responsible for making sure that the seller withholds enough taxes to pay their capital gains taxes. So the
What?
way it's actually
What?
worded, it's the buyer's responsibility. Yeah.
How?
Well,
That is
everything
so
goes
weird.
through escrow. So escrow is required to there's withholding tax. Escrow is required to withhold the amount that should be needed to cover that seller's um, taxes for the profit based on the profit on the house.
Hmm.
But the way everything's worded, it's ultimately the buyer's responsibility to make sure that that paperwork is completed and the taxes are indeed withheld.
That's
So it's
crazy.
really bizarre.
I wonder if there's a lot of instances of just blatant refusal to ensure that thay're paying their taxes on their capital gains, because then it'll just fall on the buyer, right?
Yeah,
Or
and then the
would they just
buyer, yeah, buyer would essentially be responsible for paying their taxes. And
and
with it
what's
being so,
forcing someone out of the country to pay that? I mean,
um,
obviously, risk of, you know, imprisonment and, stuff like that. But,
well,
what if they never intend on coming back to this country?
right, and I mean, we did a property where the sellers were in Hong Kong, and they didn't even have, they were able to buy the property without any tax ID numbers,
Uh huh.
which I'm not sure how they did that, but they were able to buy the property without tax ID numbers. So when we were going through the escrow process, we had to make sure that escrow withheld. There's like a certain percentage that's required, and then we
Wow.
had to require that they withheld that percentage to make sure that our buyers weren't liable for the seller's taxes.
Yeah.
And then it's up to the sellers to then do their taxes and see maybe if they qualify for some type of exemption or reduced tax rate. And then ultimately, maybe they don't pay that tax amount. But
Wow.
that's between them and the IRS at that point. So, yeah, it would make
Interesting.
sense that if people are getting income and they're not paying taxes on it, that YouTube ultimately could be responsible for paying those taxes.
Oh, so now
Yeah.
you want me to spot you?
Hmm.
My crew chief is getting a little testy. He's got an attitude.
What did he just tell you?
He said, "Oh, so now you want me to spot you?"
What?
Yeah, he didn't say anything the whole last race. Now he's talking back.
Are
How
you
bizarre.
serious?
Yeah.
So you fire him? Is there a button to fire him? I mean, I've never heard of that happening.
Yeah. I went ahead and reset the app for it, so hopefully that helps. Because like he wasn't even letting me know when people were coming out of the pits or anything.
Interesting.
He's actually not talking right now. 'Cause he usually says clear, like on
Yeah, when you're
pit
coming out
exit.
of the pit.
Yeah.
I know I got notified for an update to my crew chief. It didn't update.
Oh.
I wonder if it's part of the latest update. Like you can have a crew chief just bail on you. Crew chief's like, nah, he got this.
You can figure it out on your own.
doing this IntelliTune wizard for my motion sim. So it's basically run 3 minutes straight, clean laps.
Coming from the VRS to this car, the handling is so different.
Yeah. Steering wheel actually feels heavier too. One thing I did do was I bumped up the brake pressure bias, similar to what we were using in the other setup. Because it's way low. I think it's like, I bumped it up to 53.3 and it feels a little bit better as far as braking.
Careful, car on your right. Clear right.
Oh, I just turned in way too early.
Car on your right. Clear on your right.
Just over here drifting it through the S's.
Yep. Oh, that IntelliTune wizard made such a difference on the motion rig. Oh man.
It's already adjusted the settings.
Yeah, yeah. I just spun off the track and hit the wall, but we'll ignore that. No, it's so it takes all the telemetry in from your car during that session. But what I liked about it was it actually started and stopped recording by itself, which was nice. So I could just focus on driving. And then it sets like mins and max depending on the telemetry you give it. You know what I mean? So it has its own preset min and max. But depending on what you do in that session, you may need a different min and max to get like the full range of the motion rig, you know?
Okay.
Depending on what the car is doing. So it sees all that and then basically just resets min and max for like yaw, pitch, roll, stuff like that. actually did a really good job. It feels really good. Before it was like barely moving. It almost just felt like vibration effects because the brick was like not even moving. Oh yeah, here we go.
Looks like we should have 3 splits. Taking the slow way through the S's sideways.
Getting that style points.
Yep. Not fast, but probably looks pretty.
Finish this lap out and see.
So the fast guy was a 2:04.9.
Jeez.
I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, man. All right, so everyone, let's try to make this a safe race. I don't want to impact my safety rating any further. We're already at a 2 flat. That's the reason why you don't just do what I do and jump into a race without practicing. You make sure you practice the circuit, completely comfortable with the circuit, know your lines that you're going to be taking, know how to avoid incidences at the circuit, and then race. Unfortunately, I just want to jump in sometimes. So my safety rating takes a hit. But yeah, don't do as I do. Do as I say. Oh man. But let's try to actually make this a safe race. I hope I'm a competitive racer in this one. Last race we actually moved up to P8. I kind of, if I'm behind a fast person, I can kind of see what they're doing, and I try to mimic it, and I find that I'm a lot faster that way. a lot more consistent that way because I can see where they're braking and it reminds me of my brake points, the lines I need to take. But once I start losing people or if an incident happens and I'm by myself, that's when I really start making mistakes and getting in my own head, specifically because I'm not really too comfortable at the circuit yet. And that's kind of what was happening there because we were going a lot faster when I was like behind Jesse or behind that P2 car. But once we lost them, that was it, you know. But yeah, let's see what happens this time here. Let's get that brake bias where we need it to be. It definitely felt a heck of a lot better right there. And that's all we could adjust because this is actually the fixed series, shorter race, fixed series. All right, there we go. So qualifying is about to start. Let's get the belts on so that way I could feel the motion. A lot of people were commenting recently on a recent video we did about me wearing belts, and it's something I talk about here and there. Number one, it's just immersive and it's fun, right? I'm in a motion rig. So the main reason why I'm wearing belts, the functional reason why I'm wearing belts is because I find that, and it's been stated many times on motion rig forums, you end up like riding the motion rig almost like a mechanical bull where your head is constantly staying still and your shoulders are staying still and you're letting your bottom kind of move back and forth. You're not really absorbing, I mean, you're absorbing all the motion from the motion rig rather than when you're wearing the belt, seats you into the seat. Like, I mean, it really, really like cinches you into the seat, I should say. And you can't help but feel all the telemetry coming through your motion rig. Really just when the rig pitches forward, you kind of feel that against your shoulders. So you almost feel like you're braking. You almost feel a little bit of a sense of G-force, even though there isn't any. It's just a lot more immersive and kind of gives you the sense of what the rig is doing and what your car is doing in the simulator a little bit more. So this is just the outlap. We're just getting some heat in the tires. I don't want to get any incident points here. So yeah, I'm actually a member of the VRS site, and I get their setups. I just didn't watch the video before this started. Jesse already is experienced at this track, watched the video, studied all week. I didn't have any time, so I want to jump into a race with him, and I didn't get to actually do that. So yeah, I was saying from the beginning, completely my fault there. Doesn't take away from the fun though. But yeah, VRS, their videos are extremely awesome and informative.
All right, I'm back. We got slotted into different splits.
Yeah, I'm probably in the bottom split.
Ranked at the bottom of probably the middle split.
And turn one, I messed up already. Didn't go off track, just not an efficient mind.
Is that your first lap?
Yeah. Oh no! Spun it.
I had to stop and jump off my qualifying lap. The dogs were freaking out, and I could hear like an explosion.
Oh my
Someone's
God!
shooting off fireworks right now. So somebody had a whole bunch of fireworks they were shooting off.
Wow.
How's your qualifying lap going so far?
Second lap's not too bad so far. Little mistakes here and there, but on the track. First lap, I ended up spinning on that last turn, damn it. So no pressure, but I only get this one lap to get it time it. No pressure at all.
You got it.
Best I could do was a mid-8. I was slowing down a little bit too much in some corners because I was a little nervous about how the car felt.
So where does that put you position-wise?
Oh, P9.
Okay.
Fastest guy was a 205, then a 206. It was about 3 cars, and then 1 207, 3 2, no, 4 5 208. So, okay. So I'm staying P9, it looks like, at least.
All right.
How many cars do you have in your split?
We've got 19.
Same.
So I didn't put a lap down, but qualifiers were between a 205.9 and a 210.5.
Oh, wow.
So it looks like the top 2 or 3, maybe 4, they all look pretty quick.
Gotcha.
So I'll be starting 19th, so I should be able to get a top 10, I would think.
Yeah.
That's my goal.
Yeah. Did you adjust your brake bias at all?
Oh, I didn't. Would you say you were at like a 53 something?
53. Yeah, 53.3. Find that feels pretty good braking wise. Car feels stable. To me, at least.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah. He said it's hammer time. That was my fault. That was close. That was
There's-
really
right.
close.
There's a car upside down.
Still there. Still there. Hold your line. All clear on the right. You're clear left. Careful, car on your left. All clear on the left.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Ferrari jumped in. Like almost cut the corner.
Oh, jeez.
People are
On your
racing
right.
really aggressively on this one.
Clear right.
I mean, I'm not doing any better, but
Oh, I just made a mistake.
All right.
oh no,
Wow.
Clear on your right.
that bad.
I lost 3 positions.
Car on your left. Clear on the left side.
Guy doesn't know the braking zones. I almost just creamed that Lamborghini. I guess this is the issue you run into when you don't qualify.
Yeah.
I mean, I made the mistake there, so I mean, I shouldn't be behind these cars right now, but
Careful, car on your right. Hold your line. All clear on the right. Car on your right. Clear on your right. On your right. Clear on your right.
Oh my god. Two people just spun right in front of me.
Did you miss it?
Oh yeah. Woo! It was at the very beginning of the S's and it threw me off my rhythm for the rest of the chicane, so or the S's I should say.
Oh, I bet, yeah.
How you doing in your race, man?
I'm making my way up. I'm catching back up to the field, so I'm 14th, but I'm definitely gaining on a lot of cars.
Nice.
Car on your right. Clear on your right.
Right on the tail of the guy that's P5.
Nice. I gotta say the brake bias does feel better.
Does?
Yeah, it's not as twitchy under braking. Feels like the back end is a little more stable.
I almost had P5, but he started making mistakes, and then I started making mistakes. I didn't end up by him. I'm just like on his bumper Nello. First turn, man, I keep going wide. Getting incidents there. I'm already up to 6.
At the top of the hill?
Yeah.
On your right. Clear right.
Seven. Damn it.
You just lost the spot?
No. Incidents.
Oh, 7 incidents.
pulled in the third and fourth place car though. Only a second or so ahead of us.
Nice.
Oh, jumped into the 206s now.
Got my top 10, just barely.
There you go, man.
The guy spun on the last corner. I was able to get by him, but I was chasing down pretty much everybody. I ran a 2:05.5 on my last lap.
There you go. I finished P6, but P4 and 5 were less than a second ahead of me. Like when we finished, like that's, and they were bumping each other. I thought for sure someone was gonna crash in front of me, but
Yeah.
you know I wasn't laying back because of that. I was just starting to catch up to them again. Didn't have enough. So you had a good race. I had a pretty damn good race. I'll take that. That was pretty fun. actually.
Yeah. So even though I started 19th, I was only 12 seconds back from the winner from first place.
Nice, man.
Yeah. So I mean,
You
obviously
kept pretty good pace then.
yeah, I was running mostly high
1.4.
205s and low 206s the whole race. Be curious. I wonder if I had the fast lap in the session.
All right, results are up for mine. Oh wow, my iRating tanked
Really? And you had a
big
decent
time.
finish though, right?
I had a really good finish. Yeah, P6. I
So
did have 9 incident points on that one.
was your I rating that
Um,
tanked your safety rating?
my safety rating.
Oh, okay.
My safety rating went down. You know how like every so often it'll drop like a half a point.
Yeah.
I'm a 1.5.
Oh, damn.
Yep, yep. My I rating jumped, but my safety rating dropped.
Gotcha.
Yes, sir. Well,
But you were having fun though, right?
oh, I was having a blast. Whew. That is unfortunate. But I do got to go though. I
No.
want to stay and try to fix it, but I don't think right now is gonna be the right time.
No. No, you need a break
No.
and to step away.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, top 10 finish on that last one, I'll definitely take it. And the I rating went up a decent amount, you know. Went up 44 points.
Okay.
So, where are
What
you at I rating wise?
1444.
Okay, I'm not there, but I just finally crawled above 1300.